Gemini, welcome back to another Four Paths Healing Tarot message. My name is Dee. I got some cards out here so that I can just get a clear reading for you. For those of you who you're just trying to figure out if this is your reading, you're like, I'm not trying to waste my time. This reading is about you deciding to make a change, but it also felt like by making this change, everything had to fall down. And now you find yourself through the ashes, through all of the clouds of smoke, the debris, finding your clarity about what it is that you deserve and about what it is that you really want. Gemini, if that's your reading, kick it with me here for a little moment. If that's not your reading, it's all good. You can check out your moon sign, your rising sign. But thank you for just popping in and saying, what's up? Hey. For those of you who are staying on with me, Gemini, switch around the energies. This will not resonate the exact same way for every person. And that's a beautiful thing. You will know what resonates with you. The idea, though, Gemini, is to take the messages that inspire, that are healing for you, that guide you in what it is that you are navigating right now. All right, Gemini, let's begin. Let's start. You are incredibly clear right now. If you're not in this right now, Gemini, and you feel like this reading is where you are, it's coming. You may not have this clarity yet, but it's definitely coming. For those of you where you are in a place of knowing what you need to do, you may have even had moments where you're like, darn, like, I feel like all of a sudden I'm clear about what it is that I need. I'm clear about what's good for me. I'm clear about the course of action I need to take, who I need to be around, what I need to be doing in a day. It just feels like, Gemini, this is your starting card. So you have awareness like no other. This also lets me know as a reader, Gemini, that you are coming out of a time where there may have been people. Really, this feels like people, maybe a person, circumstances, a job that you were tied to, that you were possibly over-investing emotions, passion into, that was tying up your ability to have your own sensibilities about what's good for you. Beautiful. Also, what popped out very distinctively in reverse is the Strength card. The Strength card, Leo, more fire energy. There's a lot of fire in this reading, by the way, a lot of Aries. So there might be an Aries strongly in your chart, or this could be speaking to an Aries person that you are walking away from or have also been getting advice from. We'll talk more about that in just a moment, Gemini. But this fire energy here with Leo is you, or with Strength card, is you. This feels like you having the peace, the ability, the safety, because you've done some clearing out. Talk to you about that in a moment too, where you get to allow your ego to remove, to go away. Anything that weakened your sense of sight is now turned upside down so that you can see over that now. That's what this feels like to me. A different reading, I might say, okay, we gotta work on the confidence. And maybe that is true here too, Gemini, but it feels like something about a change that you recently initiated is the confidence builder, because now you have clarity about maybe even what has been robbing you, perhaps, I know that's a strong word, of your sense of understanding about what's good for you. Maybe your sense of confidence, but you're standing boldly in this clarity. It's around you. It's coming to you in a way that makes sense to you, and it's unique to you, Gemini. And then also, this is air sign energy, Gemini. You are an air sign, so healing words, logic, truth. The truth of a matter has been made clear to you, and there's no ego involved. You are just ready to have it laid on you. Okay, so that's how you're starting off. I asked God, angels, spirit guides to confirm this Leo in reverse, the strength in reverse, and the Emperor popped out. It's out here again, by the way, and I'll talk to you about what that is in this next position in just a moment. But the Father, the Emperor, the King of all kings, don't get it twisted. Coated in red, passion, looking amazing, but don't get it twisted. You see these steel toes here. That means I've been through some things. I know how to go through combat. I'm elegant. I am poised. I am sitting on a throne of all thrones, but it's because I've earned it. And that's what this feels like. This moment of clarity that you're in this week, or you're walking into, restructures you, recenters you, puts you back on your throne of your own life. That's what this feels like. I asked God, angel, spirit guides, what is at the root of this? What is this all about for Gemini? What's going on? The Knight of Wands, so more fire energy, but this feels more fixed, kind of like that Leo reverse, but Leo, fast in, fast out. The Tower, and then another Emperor here, right here, in the middle of your reading, because this is the middle position right here, the root of this. This feels like you decided to initiate some change. Something was going on, maybe in a love relationship, maybe in a job, something that you were tied into, and you decided to let it all drop. You said, I'm good. Got to shift this up, shift this around. This ain't me. Something about this is making me not be myself. And because you made that decision, this feels kind of like God, spirit, the big energy saying, well, we're gonna let it all fall down. And not only are you letting this thing go and choosing yourself, I'm going to show you all of the other things that were tied into this situation, this test, that's going to fall away from you now too, and how much of a shift your life is going to experience and undergo. This small change that you made, it's small compared to what is actually being revealed to you, that it changes. God, angel, spirit guides, help me communicate that. It's like a don't judge me, y'all, but it's like maybe you got a cheap shirt on. I've had those days, still have them sometimes, but it's a cheap shirt, cheap blouse, and you have a little bit of a this is a wild analogy, maybe a little bit of thread hanging, and let's say your friend tried to come snatch it for you. They want to help you out. You're like, don't, because I got this shirt from Rainbow. That's a store out here where you can get some clothes off the rack for a decent price. I don't even know if they still exist here, but that was a thing back when I was like in middle school. But if they would have ripped that one little piece of thread, maybe the entire shirt would have unraveled. It wasn't just the thread here. It wasn't just the sleeve. My point that I want to make here as to what you decided to change. It's like this one change. You possibly thought that maybe by moving in the direction of what God is calling you to do, what Spirit is asking you to do, maybe you thought that it would just kind of fix that thing. You just go on about your life. But this was bigger than that. And by you making that change or making that decision or pushing yourself to, want to understand the truth of something, a whole bunch fell down, because this feels more like a test, like more of a faith thing. It was like Spirit is asking you, like, I want to see what you're going to do. I asked God, angel, spirit guides to clarify the tower. And through that collapsing of the tower, it also brought down the fog. Whatever confusion you were having, the maybe two choices. There might have been two choices that you needed to make, because I'm seeing a Two of Pentacles here in a moment. I'll describe what that is. But you probably had to make some choices. And by you making one choice, everything became clear. And now you are aware. So more confirming energy about that Emperor. The World card, completion, ending a cycle, moving into the next chapter, creativity, abundance, renewal, rejuvenation. Also, this is that Two of Pentacles I was talking about, as well as the Justice. So things begin to rebalance. Things begin to restore because you've made this decision. It's scary. Oh, it's scary when these things happen. But you have been out of ego, out of fear to let this happen, because you are more curious to explore deeper parts of yourself that maybe have not been explored. Now, beneath my main deck, There is a Three of Swords. It's possible that there has been some hard communication that's happened that has been the initiator of this change. Like, okay, something's going on, and maybe you became aware of something, a hard truth came out about someone being deceitful, dishonest, um, that initiated heartbreak, something that felt painful. But what this has done is it is revealing to you all that you truly, truly deserve, and has made it clear to you what it is that you really, really want. You are restructured, you are grounded at this point because of it. I asked God, angel, spirit guides to help me understand what is it that spirit just wants you to know. Knight of Cups popping out, as well as the Queen of Wands. So this is, again, more Aries for me as a reader. There could be an Aries that you are working things through, or you just had a breakup from, or separation from, or it just could be the energy of the cards. That is drive, physicality, power. You are in your power right now, and this is healing for you. So I also have the Ace of Cups. So you got a lot of aces, which is beautiful. Good aces too. All of the aces are good aces if you ask me. But the Ace of Swords, the Ace of Cups. So you're clear in mind and heart. Wonderful. And maybe in the past you weren't, because there was something or someone blocking that. Maybe some harsh words that made you a little bit unsure about self, your confidence. But you are clear about what you deserve and what's coming now, because you're deciding to center yourself, loving yourself, build your self-expression and your confidence here. This is a social light. This is a social butterfly. Gemini, you might have something inside of you that makes you very social and beautiful and vibrant when you are in your balance and you're restoring that. Also, I wanted to confirm that energy, and I got the husband of this queen here, the Queen of Wands as well as the King of Wands. So again, standing in your full self-expression, enough beauty and passion and self-expression to where you have healthy ego. The ego is healthy at the throne level, right? It's different from this part. This is, fast in, fast out. I might just do something just for my ego to feel good, but when you get to the king and the queen of that passion, of that fire, is because you have mastered the ego, and you understand that you have this beautiful ability to use your passion, your ability to inspire others for the good of things, but not for selfish reason at all. That's on the healthy side of being on this throne. And it feels like that is what is to come because you've made some challenging decisions, as well as the Judgment here. So again, this feels like awakening, rejuvenation, getting clear about you, your confidence. The more you decide to accept that, you're safe enough to be vulnerable with your thoughts, past hurts, past pains. Okay, yeah, those words hurt me, if that's the situation that you're going through. And it's okay to say, you know what, in this vulnerable space, in this space alone, I want it all to fall down. What else do I need to evaluate within myself? Am I running from experiences, ideas, emotions, pain, desire? What's happening? Let it all fall. This feels more like a spiritual tower that you're working through right now, because you're changing and you are ascending to a wonderful high place. Literally put, you might be moving into a position because of the work that you're doing right now, where this is catapulting you into be in a position of high authority. With all of this fire and throne energy here, you could be someone who is in a supervisory position, someone who is a director, a leader, someone who leads people, an influencer in some way. And this is just one of those things that it's working out. It's going to end up working. I don't know if you know this yet, but it's going to end up working out more beautiful than you imagined initially when you decided to turn left, go away from something, close something down, let it all fall. When you decided to do that, you probably didn't know. You just knew that Spirit was telling you, nudging you to do something. But it's going to lead to something way more beautiful than you ever could have imagined, and it's going to be welcomed. Gemini, that is what I have for your lovely soul. If you have not subscribed to this channel, I want you to join the family. Go ahead and subscribe. It's growing gradually, this channel. Now, if you can't subscribe, that's just a little bit too much commitment right now. I'm asking for too much. I understand. I'm just glad that you're here. And I hope I get to see you next week in another Four Paths Healing Tarot message. I love you. Take care of yourselves. Bye.